Hi, ever wonder what it's like to work another profession or live in the underworld? Listen to unsuspecting riders give a 10 to 15 minute personal masterclass as I spontaneously interview them as they enter my taxi. I'm your host, Simon Rushton, and this is Taxi Chronicles. Morning. Yes, we're back with another episode, another rider. Today we have Matt in the car, and he's just released his, first album? First single, and he's going to tell us all about it. So nice to have you here today, Matt.
Simon, thanks very much. It's great to be. I have to say, I love this idea. I think it's amazing, and I think it's absolutely going to fly. Like, what a great way to sort of communicate with people. You know, while we're driving, because I guess these are some of the best conversations, I think. Nice one.
The first question, thanks. First question would be, when did your love of music form?
My love of music started I would say probably as a 2 or 3 year old. My grandfather used to dance with me when he put records on, and one of the songs that he loved was a Simon and Garfunkel song called "Wake Up Little Susie," and I loved that song. It was just one of the, when you're a kid, like those little earworms really get to you, and that's kind of where it started. And from then on, I just kind of was always listening to music, and then luckily was able to start playing it when I was around 10.
Okay, that's good. And so what was your first instrument you were given?
The first instrument I was given was a really beaten up old classical guitar that had been, it had, the previous owner put steel strings on it, and it was all messed up.
Steel strings? You can get steel strings. No,
yeah, well, you're not supposed to put steel strings on a classical guitar because it doesn't have a truss rod, which is a steel rod in the neck. So it was all bent up and chipped and busted and stuff. But I played that thing to death and got some lessons and absolutely loved it. So guitar was my first instrument.
Okay. So this single of yours, how long did it take to write?
I wrote it over lockdown. This particular song didn't take very long to write at all. I came up with a chord progression and just came up with some lyrics. It just sort of happened. I would say probably between me and my collaborator, it probably took us a couple of days of we'd sort of write in the evenings and like send files to each other and stuff, because obviously we were locked down. But maybe 2 or 3 days, I guess.
What kind of genre of music is it?
I would say it's like psychedelic pop.
Okay.
Yeah, that probably sums it up.
And the name of the song is?
So the name of the song is Powerboat, and the band is called, or the group is called Muti. Muti is a Zulu word. I'm from South Africa originally, and Muti is a Zulu word which refers to traditional medicine.
Okay.
And it's it's kind of used colloquially in South Africa to refer to any kind of medicine. So, that's the name of the band.
Okay. So where can people find you and your album?
Well, it's just the single today, but the second single will be out next week, and the album will be out in June. The group's called Muti, the album will be called Visions, and it's going to be out on all streaming platforms, so Spotify, iTunes, whatever, wherever you find your music, basically.
And where can people find you? On what are you on Instagram?
Well, like me personally.
Yeah, because people if they like the music and they hear the song, they want to be able to follow your Instagram page or your TikTok or whatever.
Yeah, well, in terms of Instagram, Muti_music is the profile. It's all very new, so when you go on there, you won't see many people, because literally today was like the first music that anyone would have seen. So there's like you'll be in it'll be a small crowd.
An exclusive interview now then.
Yeah, this is actually the first one, and hopefully the first of many.
Do you want to spell it out, the Muti, the Instagram, because people may not have a understanding of how to spell?
Yeah, so Muti is spelled Muthi. Obviously, that's a sort of English approximation of, I don't know, it's M-U-T, but the way I spell it is Muthi.
And that's how it's written on Instagram? Yeah,
Muthi_music.
Okay. As a musician,
yeah,
what would you say you've learned all over all these years that you wish you knew when you started?
I think patience. I think patience is the biggest thing I've learned, because just the I guess getting the courage to like push through with actually learning an instrument, which takes a long time. Some people are gifted and they can get it really quick, but if you're normal like you or me, then it takes a lot of perseverance. And there's sort of multiple levels to it, and you sort of grow in your love of music, and it'll, if it's something that comes naturally to you, you'll always enjoy it. But the thing I've learned, I guess, is patience with yourself, and patience with the people around you, and just letting things happen in their own time, I guess.
Good. And the last question, we've been short, but we've run out of time.
It's a short trip.
Yeah, no,
this is definitely a luxurious, a luxury to travel such a quick trip.
What's the impact you want to have on the world? You wrote about your singles about bit politics, rich, poor.
Kind of. This it's called Powerboat, and it's about sort of inequality basically, and that sense of like looking at people who seem to have everything and want for nothing, and kind of wanting a little slice of that yourself, you know. But the impact, as far as your question goes, the impact that I want to have on the world, I don't know what the sort of reaction there will be to this music, if any. But I'm doing it for fun, and it's more, I think the only thing that I can really wish for or intend is that I continue to have fun with it, and that other people enjoy listening to it.
Okay, if we had more time, I would have told you to play a clip. I've had people singing in the taxi before, musicians and stuff, so that's a great way to do it. But apart from that, thanks a lot for this episode, this interview, and we wish you well.
Thank you very much.
We hope you liked that interview. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to get the latest daily episode. Ever considered investing in the continent with the fastest growing economy and population on Earth? The same continent that holds 30% of the world's known natural resources? Then listen to our sister podcast, Africa Investor Stories, where you will hear real investors with real stories from around the world share their experience of investing in Africa. We post Monday and Thursday at 10 a.m.